4 chords are kinda enough, but you have to actually know how to use them. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in the way you feel. See the stone set in your eye. See the thorn twist in your side. Times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Okay, I think you get where I'm going with this. It's no secret that thousands of songs can be played with just 4 chords. 1, 5, 6, 4. In this case, we're playing them in the key of G. You've probably even seen a lot of YouTube videos where someone's stringing together 15 or 20 songs on guitar or piano in a row, all with the same progression, showing you how all these songs are the same, like it's some sort of badge of honor. And hey, it is fun to watch, but 4 chords does not a set list make. And if you play them all the same way, in the same key, with no variety, your audience is gone. You see, there's way more to a song than that. You could even break down some of the greatest classical works of music into 4 simple chords. So clearly there has to be more to the magic than just the chords themselves. Because just banging out the same strumming pattern with the same handful of notes, sung in the same kind of flat delivery, is the quickest way to signal to an audience that they're about to sit through a 3-hour-long mashup, just called by different song titles. A good set list and performance isn't just about knowing 4 chords and a few crude melodies. It's about variety, tempo, groove, song key, dynamics, textures, both in the guitar playing and in the voice and in the two combined. And there are no shortcuts to achieving that, nor should there be, because that is actually the good stuff. That's the part that I believe should bring you joy and satisfaction in your playing. And the thing that doesn't just get you gigs, but get you callbacks. So don't get me wrong, 4 chords are kinda enough, but you have to actually know how to use them. I spent years with my students helping them get past that barrier of just learning songs, just learning how to play and sing songs, into really learning how to dig a little bit deeper, learn something more about their vocal delivery and their playing, add some tricks into your bag, so to speak. And in my years of teaching people, I've kind of seen that I think the reason people tend to settle into what's comfortable is because they're afraid that they're not good enough. But that's nonsense. So quit playing it safe, because thinking that we're not good enough is what keeps us from improving. See where I'm going here? The artists you love, the ones who inspire you, they're delivering something more. They're giving you dynamics, groove, emotion, variety. And that's what I want for you. So let's make this real. Let me share some ideas and things that you could avoid to help make those 4 chord songs more interesting. All right, let's get started. But before we do, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up and ring the bell so that you know when I drop a new video. And please be sure to subscribe. If you'd like to support this channel, there are links to my Patreon where you get some exclusive content down in the description, or you could buy me a coffee. Be sure to browse my Amazon affiliate links and Sweetwater affiliate links as well. And download my free song list. There's a link to the PDF down below in the description. To me, one of the first big mistakes or issues we run into when we just start saying, okay, we could play all of these 4 chord songs, 1, 5, 6, 4, G, D, E minor, C. We could play all of these songs with these chords, is that we wind up with them all sounding the same, right? So I'm just going to call this sameness. And that this sameness theme kind of seeps into all of the points that I'm going to make. Because obviously, if we're just playing and just singing a bunch of different songs over that, well, everything's going to sound the same. Same strum, same key, same group of notes, same voicings of the chord. Not really a very artistic way to approach going out there and playing music for people, or even for ourselves, right? So the fastest way to kind of make this playing start to sound very long-winded is to kind of play every song in that way. So, and not only that, we want to think of the types of songs that we're playing, right? You want to start thinking on a macro level. You want to rotate the keys of the songs. Maybe, all right, no, maybe you don't know what keys you're capable of singing in. Maybe you're not that developed as a vocalist. We'll get more into that later. But for now, the very least we can do is control the song choices and the set, right? So if you're at a point where, hey man, I know these 4 chords, I'm singing of every song that I know with 4 chords in the same key, okay, if that's where you're at right now, fine. But what you can do is you can choose what songs you're going to add to your set list. So let's say you've got No Woman, No Cry. No Woman, No Cry. Right? We'd call that a slow ballad. I'd call that a slow ballad. Next thing, maybe you don't want to play another song with the same feel, in the same key, with the same chords, with the same strum. Because what starts to happen is it just starts to feel like, oy, this is just the same thing over and over again, right? So maybe you don't have many choices of textures yet, or keys, or fine. At the very least, we can go from something slow and ballady to something maybe a little bit more like eighth notes. See? Something like this. See the stone set in your eye. See the thorn twister in your side. Same 4 chords, very different song type, and different approach, even though I'm using the same chords. Instead of no woman, no cry, or no woman, some people just strum everything with the same strum. Don't do that. See the stone set in your eye. We got something with a little bounce. Maybe something with a little more of an island feel, for lack of better words. Well, you done me. You bet I felt it. I tried to reach you. You're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Right? Different tempos. You don't want everything locked in at the same tempo, right? So mix it. Ballads to bring the room in close. Up tempo to lift the energy. Something groove heavy, right? Try not to give people the same flavor over and over. Try to introduce contrast. I'm not going to say, people want this. I don't like when people say what people want. Who knows what people want? What about what you want to deliver to them, right? So also you want to plan your builds, right? You don't want to play every song on the same plane. Think of your set kind of like as a movie. Quiet opening scene maybe, build a little tension, climax, bring it back down. This all comes down to song choices, even if you're working within the constraints of 4 chords and maybe a limited vocal range or a limited guitar range. So this is all macro stuff. In the next sections, I'm going to get into more practical nuts and bolts, like things you could do with the chord colors, the chord voicings, strumming, different approaches to that. How to maybe move the vocal keys. Move it into different keys. Expand your voice a little bit. Fix some of this sameness, not just on a set list level, but in a broader level. But if you at least tackle it here at the set list level, you're already halfway there. So now I want to talk a little bit about some things you can do to kind of get rid of this, what I'm calling sameness, of playing all of these songs that have the same chord pattern with the same chord shape in the same key, the same position, right? For one thing, well, we could try to move a key, right? Try to explore different keys for our voice. Let's take a song like I'm Yours. You done me, bet I felt it, tried to beat you, so hot that I melted, I fell right through the cracks, trying to get back. Well, we can just start by moving that capo up. Well, you done me, bet I felt it, I tried to beat you, so hot that I melted, I fell right through the cracks. Let's not just settle with our voice in the most comfortable and potentially boring spot. Well, you done me, but I felt it. I tried to be chill, it's so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, trying to get back. This forces us to explore our own voice. Another good handy thing is, well, let's say you are going to sing it in the key of G. That's the only key you could sing it in, for argument's sake. Well, what we could do is we could change up the voicing of the chord by moving the capo. So instead of playing a G shape, a D shape, an E minor shape, a C shape, well, let's say we move the capo to the 5th fret. Now this is our G chord, right? So we play D, A, B minor, G. We're still playing 1, 5, 6, 4. This works really nicely because if we're singing lower, right, we just move the chords higher. James Taylor used to do that all the time. Well, you done me, but I felt it. I tried to be chill, so hot then I melted. I fell right through the cracks, I'm trying to get back. It gives our voice a nice contrast to where the guitar is. So if we're singing all of our songs in this key, no woman, no cry, right? Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in the way you feel. We're doing everything like that. Well, we go to a new song. We're in the same key. Well, you done. It just listen how different. Totally different feel. Same key for our voice. Okay, this is for those of you who aren't ready to expand and explore your voice yet, which I hope you will at some point in the future. We could change up the voicing on the guitar. We could capo it on the 3rd fret and play it as if it's in the key of E. So we have E, then me, but I felt it, B, chill, you're so hot that I melted, C sharp minor, A. Right? Let's not forget we could also put in sus chords. A lot you can do. Like a sus2 chord, right? Still playing the same 4 chords, but totally changes up the sameness of it. All right? We didn't get into dynamics yet or different strum patterns. There's a lot you can do there with those 4 chord songs to keep them from just being the same old, right? Now, mind you, let's say you used my idea before where, I'm going to play I'm Yours, but I'm going to move it up a whole step. Well, you done me, but I felt it, I tried to be chill. Okay, you moved it up a whole step. Well, now you can still move the capo and use a different voicing of that up a whole step version. Well, you done me, right? I moved it up to A, technically. So now if I want to play an A chord with the D shape, saying you want to play it exactly like that, but so many variations you could do while still keeping it simple. Let's take a song people love to do, Hey Soul Sister, another one, Hey, 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 hey. All right, it's bland if you just play it like that, right? Especially when the song is in the key of E, the song is way higher. All right, maybe you can't sing it up there. Fine. So we're stuck playing it in G. Let's just say for argument's sake, because we can't sing it up there. Okay? It's tough to sing it up there. Okay, well, let's do that whole Let's change the voicing. We're still in G, but we're using E shape. Hey, hey, B. Hey, hey, hey. C sharp minor shape. Hey, 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 hey. It just sounds a lot more interesting. Lipstick stains. How about some of these voices? Totally opens it up. Changes the whole sound just by adding different types of voicings, more open sounding chords, sus chords. Right? Now let's talk about, let's take a song like, I don't know, what's that Adele song? Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Right? What's that song? What's it called? It's for you. Oh, forgive me. I remember what you said. Lasting love. But instead of strumming, I'll find someone like you again. Same strum over and over again. Maybe move into some finger style. Add some dynamics. So watch. Different chord voicings. Put the F sharp in the bottom. For you. Don't forgive me now, then. I remember what you said. Sometimes I lie. So much you can do with those 4 chords with just little minor adjustments. Dynamics in how we deliver the vocal. Textures of the voice. Instead of just singing it in the same old voice with the same old tone and the same old boring tone, we could deliver with more texture. We can build, we could use dynamics. I have a whole video on dynamics. I'll put a link to it down in the description. The thumbnail says you're boring, but I don't mean that in the negative way. I just mean we want to try to do things like this to keep our artistry interesting, right? So let's say you were taking a song. Let's take a song like Wagon Wheel, right? I'm gonna use it as an example, even though I don't know if I would do it on this song, but. See the difference in texture just from. Use your imagination. With or without you would be another good example. Either stone set in your eye, either thorn twist in your side. I wait for you. It's a totally different style you can give it. Whether you like it or not, whether you don't like it or not, I don't even know if I like it or not. I'm just trying to give you examples of how not to get stuck in that boring 4-chord, strummy, singy in the same key. Try to force yourself to explore different keys. Okay? If you have trouble with your voice, you need to open up your voice. Seek out proper vocal technique. Seek out how to expand your toolkit. How to improve your strumming, how to improve maybe your arpeggiations and your finger style, right? So much you can do with 4 simple chords instead of just stopping dead and adding more song repertoire on top that just use the same chords. It's not what you play, I always say, it's how you play it. Some other things we could do to make 4-chord simple songs more interesting. We can utilize things like loopers, right? We lay down loops, so we can put soloing on top of that. We could add different voicings on top of those loops. So let's say we're gonna play it in this position. Let that loop go. While that loop is playing, we can add different textures on top. Imagine that we had that lower loop playing and we just added a higher loop on top with a different voicing. That takes a 4-chord song and makes it sound like a totally different thing. Instead of just standing there and strumming the same old 4 chords with cowboy chords in the first position. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but we're talking about playing song after song after song after song. We've got to do something to keep it interesting to ourselves and to our audience. And that's kind of what I'm all about. If you want more help, more guidance, send me an email. I can help you with your vocals. I can help you with your mindset, your delivery, right? Anything that will kind of help you improve your craft and get you excited about your craft. That's what I'm all about, okay? I'm Frank Persico. I hope you found some value in this video and it didn't just seem like I'm complaining the whole time about what people do. I just want the best for you, and I want to see you push past your boundaries and bring the joy of growing as a musician to yourself and to your listeners. I'm Frank Persico. I will see you in the next video. Take care.